We begin tonight with new details on how the city could spend your taxpayer dollars next year. Mayor Mark Sutcliffe unveiling what he would like to see in the 2026 budget when it comes to property tax hikes and money for transit, police, and other city services. So let's dig into those numbers. In the budget direction, Sutcliffe says he will ask staff to cap property tax hikes at 3.75%, which would translate to an extra $166 a year for the average homeowner. The transit levy could increase between 3 and 15%, and fares could also jump up to 7.5% next year. And we could see the largest increase to the police budget in 15 years, with Sutcliffe asking for a police levy increase of up to 6.5%. CTV's Natalie Rooy joins us in studio now with more on all of this. Natalie.
Well, Patricia, the mayor says feedback from the community shows people want better transit and they want to feel safer in the community, which is why Sutcliffe wants to see a focus on both transit and policing in next year's budget.
More reliable and more affordable.
Ottawa's mayor sharing a first look at the plan for the city's next budget.
We've been respecting the affordability crisis facing our residents by keeping tax increases as low as possible. In fact, lower than any other major city in Canada.
Mark Sutcliffe laying out the proposed directions for the 2026 spending plan, directing staff to develop a budget that will not raise property taxes by more than 3.75%. But he says more funding is needed for police and transit.
We're facing a huge structural deficit in our long-range financial plan for transit. The upload of light rail will help significantly, but it won't cover the entire gap. So, as we did last year, we must continue to invest in public transit.
The framework could see fares go up anywhere between 2.5 and 7.5%, which would raise the price of adult monthly bus passes between $3 and $10. But some transit users say they'd like to see service improve before paying more.
I'd love to see more accessible routes into kind of the suburbs and everything like that. I feel like Barrhaven has been forgotten a lot. Just when they switched up the new busing route back, whatever it was in April, I think, they got rid of a lot of routes.
For the LRT, it's good. For the buses, it's not very convenient.
Sutcliffe also says public safety should be a big priority in the next budget, pitching what could be the largest increase to the police budget in 15 years.
Our residents have been asking for better and more effective policing. They want to see more officers patrolling our streets. They want faster response times. They want to feel safe in their community.
Remember, all of this is still just a proposal. This is just the first step before the draft budget is presented to Council in November and ultimately finalized in December.